Hey, what's up, people? AJ Adams, America's African American, bringing you another tip about the other half of success, because there's what you've heard, then there's what actually works. So I want to talk to you about something that's been on my mind today. It's really just been helping me a lot in the past few months, and I want to share it with you so that it can help you, whether it's your career, school, or relationships, or life in general. This is absolutely going to help you move forward. Not just move forward, but it will propel you forward and make everything so much easier. But first, I want to tell you a story to help you kind of understand this principle that I'm about to talk to you about. So there were three men, and they were all going on a survival trip to the desert. I love those survivor shows. Bear Grylls, there's another one, I forget his name, Survivor Man, and they go out to these places and they just survive for 7 days, 3 days, whatever the case is. Well, these three survivalists were going out, and they were given some very simple instructions. They were all going to the same location at the same time, separate areas, but in the same climate and terrain. They were going out to the desert. The instruction that they were given was incredibly simple. They were told, you can take one item, aside from your basic, your knife, things like that. You can take one special item, but you have to explain why you're taking it and what you'll use it for. So the first survivalist, he grabbed a wooden fan. It's got the wooden sticks and it's got the paper. He took that, and his explanation when he was asked, "Why are you taking the wooden paper fan?" He said, "Because when it gets hot during the day, I can fan myself and cool myself off. When it gets cold at night, I can break off the sticks, crumple up the paper, and make a fire. So I'll survive." Okay. Good idea. The next guy was asked, "What are you going to take?" And he says, "Well, I'm going to take a water bottle, a spray bottle full of water." He was asked, "Well, why are you going to take that?" "So that during the day, when I'm hot, I can spritz myself and get cool. And if things get really bad, I can drink the water to stay hydrated." Okay, perfect. Awesome explanation. The third guy was asked the same set of questions. "What are you going to take?" Now, his answer was very odd. He said, "I'm going to take a car door." A car door. He was asked, "Why are you going to take a car door to the desert? That doesn't make any sense. You were going on a survival trip." Well, his explanation was real simple. "So that during the day, when it gets extremely hot, I can roll the window down." What? Okay, what about at night? What are you going to do at night when it gets freezing cold? He says, "I'll roll the window back up." So here's the point. Wherever you're headed, whatever your destination, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you've got to have the right tools. You've got to have the right equipment. But you've heard that before. You've heard you got to get the right degree. You got to get the right education. You've got to get the right business partners. You've got to get the right knowledge. You've got to read the right books. You've got to connect with the right people. But that's only half of success. The other half of success that I want to talk to you about is focus. You've got to focus on doing the right things, not just getting the tools, but getting the right ones that are not just right in general, but right for you. So many people go through life striving for success, striving to accomplish their goals, myself included. I did this for years, and so I finally got focused, laser focused. So that you get the degree, you get the tools. Let me ask you this. And it may be you. How many people do you know who have a degree that has nothing to do with their career, nothing to do with their business? How many college students do you know who in their junior year completely just changed their major because they realized that that's not what I want to do? Because there's a lack of focus. So in your life, in your career, your business, your relationships, as you're trying to move forward, you have to really focus and determine your destination. Where are you wanting to go? What are you wanting to accomplish? Once you've done that, then you can assess what tools you'll need. Don't just get a degree. Think about where you're headed and what particular skills you'll need to accomplish that particular goal. If you're building a business, what are the right tools that you need specific for you? You may not need to have a deep understanding of social media. You may not need to have a deep understanding of accounting. You need to have some understanding, obviously, to run a business, but you need to focus on your specialty. I call this staying in your lane. You need to stay in your lane. For me, this year, 2016, I committed that I'm going to a whole nother level. I changed my mindset. I started to look at the things and evaluate the things I was doing in my business, the things in my life, outside of my business even, relationships, and I started to ask the question when I was focusing, is this going to help me get where I'm trying to go? And if not, then I need to LTSG, let that stuff go. I posted a video about that a few weeks back. Go check it out on my YouTube page or here on my Facebook page, or if you're watching this on Twitter, check out my other tweets. But you got to let some things go. Let that stuff go. If it's not going to help you get to the next step, you got to let it go. It may be good, just like the guy who took the car door to roll down the window and roll it up. It may seem like a good tool, but it may not be the right tool for you specifically. So get focused, know where you're trying to go, know what tools you need to get there, not tools other people have used, but what tools you need to get there. And then 3, let that stuff go. Let everything else go and focus just on what you need to get where you're going. There you go. I'm AJ Adams. I'm AJ Adams, America's African American. I'm getting heat stroke out here in Arizona. Reminding you that there's what you've been told about success, and then there's what actually works. And that's what I talk to you about, because behind every great success story is an even greater backstory. So don't take any car doors, get the right tools for you.